Yeah, this is you start with those jihadis beating up the children on the internet. Two kids in France, another couple from the UK, were taken and left to go to Syria. These people are feeding on the youngsters of the world. They're feeding on the children of the world. Supply your army of the people. You're dragging children into this mess, into this war, into this hellhole, into this terror through the internet. They're using the internet as a weapon. They're using the internet as a weapon not only to promote their axis of evil, to promote their pile of evil, to promote their genocide, to promote their use of gas, to promote their torture and rape and beheadings, but they're using it to promote children into radical Islam. That's not right. That's not right. Give the girls a chance, like Malaya won the Nobel Peace Prize. Like she said, one woman, one freedom, one vote, one equality. She's right, and her father's right. These guys are feeding. These worthless monks are feeding the children of tomorrow. They're feeding on the children of tomorrow. It's not right. It's not right that they get allowed to use this internet as a weapon against those who are not involved in their war. It's a war zone. It's a hell. There's the Taliban. There's the Al Qaeda. There's ISIL, whatever you want to call it. But they're feeding people with their beheadings and their butchery and their barbarism. This is the cost of human life. Girls are going over. People are going over. It's not a joke. It's not a game. It's deadly, deadly slaughter. It's what it is. These people call it jihad. Jihad. It's not a jihad. It's a slaughter. It's greed, money, and power. Otherwise, it wouldn't be trying to ransom people. Trying to stop the bombing of the U.S. on ISIS because they're taking a pounding. Because they're taking a pounding. Turkey wants to go in there after them. They're sitting on the border waiting to see if anybody else is going to help. See if anybody else is going to help. When are we going to put boots on the ground in Syria? Probably not. More than anything. Should the coalition put boots on the ground in Syria? Yeah, because it's needed there. They're slaughtering people all over the place. It's mass genocide. It's a crime. It's a crime. They get to use this internet. And people work hard on it. People run their business on it. People run the internet on it. To take children to their death, to their suffering, to their execution, to their training, to their ugliness of life. They have only one outlook. They have only one outlook, the ugly side of life. And they want people to believe in that ugly side of life. But if you don't, you won't. But they're taking women for all children from around the world and children from their own country, using them to promote their access to evil. And it's not right. It's wrong. It's the abuse of human life. It's the suffering of human life. It's the carnage of human life. Now I've been covering ISIL since they started to grow. When they were ISIS. And before the Taliban threw them out because they were so horrid, so violent, they couldn't stand it. Even Al Qaeda and the Taliban threw them away. These people are killers. They're murderers. They're homicidal maniacs. They do not have no jihad plan. This is no holy war. This is a war predicated upon the fact that they want to make money. They want power. They want to stick money in their pocket. They want to rule over people like lords. It's just not going to happen. People are dying too fast to rate. 2 billion are disposed in Turkey. Millions are abroad, suffering in camps. Why they rot, trying to stop the killing, the Khomeini, the slaughter, the people that are there. This outfit, ISIS, is worse than any other terrorist group on this earth. They behead people, they slaughter people, they butcher people, they rape people. they can't decapitate children's heads. This is not a game. This is not a game. What this evil is doing, is killing the innocence of human life. Is killing the innocence of human life. It has to be stopped. It has to be stopped for the value of human life. When we lose our human values, we can become one of the most deadly animals on earth. And ISIS has proved that. ISIS, Isil, or whatever they want to call themselves, prove that. They like to use the internet to promote their axis of death, suffering, carnage. And it's the sadness of human life. They're allowed to do this. It really is hurting people. Mothers are worried about their children. People are worried about their children running home there and joining this. Like the American jihadists that went to fight and found out that it wasn't quite what it planned to be. It's not a party. You're not going to make millions and come back here with bridge to it for the rest of your life. Once you join this outfit, you're there for life. You're there forever. You're stuck there. They use the internet to promote this war like it's some kind of holy war. It's not a holy war. It's greed, money, and power. That's all it is. Otherwise, they wouldn't be trying to ransom people. They wouldn't be trying to ransom people. They wouldn't be trying to ransom people. They took Peter Cossack. They call him Abdul Cossack. So you can't change who he is. He's a reporter. You can't change that. He's only going to say this because he's afraid. Like all people are afraid. You got somebody holding a knife in their throat, you say anything. You got somebody holding a knife in your throat, you say anything. But this is a very unpicturesque view of what ISIS is really like, or Isil, whatever they want to call themselves. They're the betrayers of their own Quran. They're the betrayers of their own Quran. They're the ones that are betraying the Quran, not the people that are fighting the Satan, the Syrian people, or the Iraqi people. But they're the ones that are violating the Quran. They're the ones that are violating it, turning it into something evil and twisted, because they have their own ideology of what life should be. Life is hard for people all over the world, but to massacre and kill, butcher, and slaughter anything human life, it's not kosher. It's not legal. It's not a jihad. This is not a holy war. It's an unholy slaughter. That's all it is. It's a practice in medieval terms. It's a practice in medieval times. It's a practice in medieval times. What do you think they're beheading people? It's a practice in medieval times. Because it's not 14th century anymore. This is 2014. The year of the human being. The year of the human life. The year a human life should stop. They're using children. They're using children all over the world on the internet to feed their axis, to feed their evil, to feed their hate. Now I could say this started with George Bush, which it did. He opened a can of worms that opened up all this war, that opened up all this terror. But that's beside the point. But people have to be aware that this is not a game. This is not a joke. This is live killing, slaughtering, homicidal maniacs of war. They're willing to kill anybody to get control of people, control of talents, control of power. They're not looking. They're not even using the Quran. These people are just butchering and maiming, decapitating everybody in their path. That's not the way the Quran was written. It's not the way the Quran was written. Muhammad spoke peace with God in the mouth. Muhammad spoke peace with God in the mouth. Not death, not war, not slaughter, not killing. They gotta try reading their own religion. Gotta try reading their own religion. Maybe they'd understand a little bit more. Because it's not the Quran. It's not the Muslim people. It's Isil, a segregated group, the sadistic, sociopathic killers. No more value for life than snuffing out a buck. And that's the sadness of human life. And they want to draw the children into it, which is not right. They want to draw the children into it, which is not right. Now, it's not right. It's not human. It's inhuman. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. You have to put a stop. It has to be stopped. They have to be stopped. And even Muhammad would not put people through this type of terror, this type of tyranny, this type of suffering. It's the sadness of human life that this has to happen, that this has to be done, that people have to be bombed to stop them from killing innocent people. And innocent people are going to get hurt. They're not going to leave. They're not going to leave. They're not going to give up the fight. They're going to fight till the last. And Turkey's sitting there watching this. Turkey's sitting there watching these people butcher whatever's in sight. They're trying to grab Khomeini. They're trying to grab Khomeini because they have no value for human life. They have no care for human life. They seek no human beings to live. Just only ones they can use. Just only people they can use. That's the truth of human life. That's the fact of human life. That's the reality of human life. There is no justice here. There's no equality here. There's no living here. There's no dealing with them. They're pure, sadistic, unadulterated evil. And that's all they are. Nothing more, nothing less. And people who are thinking about going to China, think twice. Think twice as hard. Because it is evil. Pure, unadulterated evil. Without end. And they're living it up right now. But they will be brought to justice, including Jihadi Johnny, whoever he is, with a hood over his face. Why do you think these people hide with hoods over their face? Because they don't want to be seen. They don't want to be known. Because they're afraid to be killed. So they wear hoods over their face, so they can't be identified. So if they are caught, they can take off their hood and hide amongst the crowd like the little chickens that they are. Like the little chickens that they are. They're not doing the killing. The leaders aren't doing the killing. They're drawing people in to do it. They're drawing people in to do it. To put car bombs, to put car back bombs on their back and go in to kill people. Or detonate a bomb. They're not. The leaders never do the killing. These falsified leaders of Jihad or Isil are nothing but chicken shit weasels who hide amongst the people. Why do you think they wear black hoods over their face? Because they don't want people to know who they are because they're afraid they'll get killed. Because they're afraid to get killed. If they were fighting a war, they wouldn't be wearing masks on their face. They wouldn't be covering their faces. They wouldn't be covering their faces because they fear for their life. You could smell the fear. You could smell the damn fear. That's the problem. They're taking on people that are armed, that aren't armed. This isn't a war. This isn't even close to a war. This is a faction of human, sick mongrels feeding like a bunch of pack of mad dogs on human beings who just want to live life. And then they abuse the Quran and make Muhammad look evil. No, it's not the case. You can't blame the Quran. You can't blame anybody. But George Bush, the woman, is starting this terrorist force. This axis of death is all they'll bring. It's all they'll bring. They hide. They simply hide. Like little cowards. They hide with hoods over their head because they haven't got the stones to stand up to people face to face. Otherwise, they take off their hoods and fight people. They would fight people that are armed. They wouldn't fight people that are armed. They're going to kill any innocents they can because they have no value for human life. They have no quality of human life. They have no care for human life. To them, justice is only the death they can eat upon other people. To them, death is only justice they can eat upon other people. And that's not right. That's not right at all. It's not right. It's not right. They're using it as a weapon against America or anybody who stands against it. Anybody who stands against it in Syria or in Iraq. They're going to try and kill our way to Khomeini. They're going to try and kill our way to Khomeini. They never have worried about the people that are in that country. They'd stop. They'd cease and desist without fighting the slaughter of people today in Khomeini. That's the wrongness of human life. That's the sadness of human life. That's the evil of human life. That's the truth of human life. That's the fact of human life. That's the evil of human life. That's the access of evil. It's unbelievable. It's massive. And it kills anything that moves. I don't know. They can't hear this, which I hope they can't hear it. I hope they can't hear it. And there are a bunch of yellow bellies hiding under black hoods. That's all they're doing. That's all they're doing. This is no war. This is no war. President Obama calls this a war. They're killing innocent people, fighting Kurds who are badly armed. It's not a war. It's not a war. It's a slaughter. It's an execution. It's homicide. Sociopathic, narcissistic, homicidal maniacs attacking people in arm so they can rule like kings over a king. And that's the sadness of human life. And I'm going to keep on doing shows, keep on doing my videos, keep on doing my videos in hopes that they hear it. And I hope it rings loud in their ears. And I think they're just a bunch of lying, stinking, murdering, genocidal cowards who don't have the guts to take on anybody who's armed well enough to fight. And I'm going to keep on doing videos because I'm not backing away. This is an historical network. These are historical times, frightening times for the people of Syria, the people of Iraq. And it's going to go on. It's going to go on. It's going to go on until they're stopped because they don't care. They don't care about the value of human life. They don't give a damn. They'll use children, they'll use women, they'll use anybody they can to put their killing in front of them. To kill in front of them. These people that lead ISIS are just cowards because they're hanging in the background. They're standing in the background, hiding under hoods. Nobody that fights a war hides with a hood. Nobody that fights a war hides with a hood. Because they don't want people to see who they are. Because if they get caught, all they got to do is take off their hood and say they're this, that. They're just another Syrian. But it's got to stop. And it will stop. It will stop. They think they're invincible right now. But they will. They will be stopped. They will be stopped. That's what all evil falls sooner or later. Did what Rome, did what Hitler, did what Stalin. The evil of human life has to stop. The evil of this human life has to stop. And like I said, it will stop. It will stop. It's the sadness of human life. You have to talk about people like they're a wild pack of wild dogs. That's what they are. That's who they are. And that's all they live like. A pack of wild dogs. And they feed off the life of other people because they have no life of their own. They have no thoughts of their own, no wants of their own, except to bully, badger, butcher people who've done nothing to them. Who've done nothing to them. There are 2 million Syrians displaced. That's not right. People shouldn't have to leave their home with fear of a pack of wolves. No, this isn't right. This is not right. And anybody that follows it is wrong. Anybody who thinks it's all right is wrong. Because this is not a holy war. This is just a pack of rabid dogs in a country that's at war with itself, including Bashar Assad, who do nothing but slaughter Syrian people. They're tired of being stuck in the middle of this. The Kurds are fighting for their lives. Now, this isn't a war. This is an exercise in futility, homicide, car bombings, killings, rocketing, killing anything they can kill. No, you can't call this a war. You cannot call this a war. You cannot call this a war. And Isil will fall. And this is no jihad. This is no holy war. Because they're abusing the very religion that's built upon peace and was built upon peace. It is built upon peace. And are using it to their own extremities, to their own extremes. They're twisting that Quran to fit their own axis of evil, their own pile of evil, their own hate, their own bigotries, their own races. You can't blame it on the West. Because these people are evil, pure through and through. And that's all they are. That's all they'll ever be. That's all they wanted. That's all they wanted. Because they like it. Because of feeling power. Because if Syria was back to normal, they wouldn't have that power. They wouldn't have that power, fear, and feed. They feed on fear. They feed on the fear of human beings. They actually feed on the fear of human beings. The bloodlust of others, killing them, slaughtering them, butchering them, genociding them, making themselves feel like big, powerful men. All they are is really just a bunch of murdering, homicidal maniacs. And that's the truth of human life. That's the historical part of human life. Is all they're going to be remembered for is a bunch of murdering, homicidal maniacs, sociopaths, narcissistic, non-empathetic people who kill without a reason to kill. You're going to kill somebody for it because you want what they've got, because you need what they want. Yes. No. This is no holy war. Never will be. And I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you the facts. This is not a holy war. This is a hate war, a slaughter, a practice of barbarism. They want the world to go back 1,400 years where there's no equality for people, no justice for people, no freedom for people, no rights for people. But it's not going to happen because as with all the cheap dictators and cheap imitators who try to play God with human life, sooner or later, that brick will fall and they'll know that the game is over. They'll know that the game is over. I feel sorry for the Syrian people. I really do. My heart breaks when I hear about this kind of stuff. It really is. It's pitiful. It's pitiful. These people use children, this internet. So I might as well use them to tell them that I think they're nothing but a bunch of chicken shit weasels who hide with black hoods over their face so they can feel safe. So they can feel safe. If they were that big on freeing the Syrian people, they were that big on freeing the Syrian people, they wouldn't be wearing the hoods on their face. They would not be wearing hoods on their face. That's the simple truth. Jihadi. No. No. This is no jihadi. This is slaughter, butcher, rape, genocide. And they're attracting people. They're attracting people because they think it's glorified. They think it's glorified. People are finding out when they get there. People are finding out when they get there. It's not glorified. It's war. It's terror. It's terrorism at its highest. It's terrorism at its highest. And that's not right. That's not even human. It's not even. The children lose. The children lose. The children lose. These people are sick, twisted maniacs who use children, who use women, who will prey upon any human life for what they want. Take them, whatever they want, because they think they're right, and everybody else in the world is wrong. Well, the world doesn't work that way. This is a 7 billion big start of this. I hope ISIS gets this. I hope ISIS gets this. I hope ISIS gets this. Or ISIL, whatever they want to call themselves. This is a 7 billion big start of this. Thank you for watching.